Memorial University operates a variety of student residences. There are apartments available for single and married students in the Burton's Pond complex. Additional housing is provided by the church-owned colleges, Queen's, Coghlan, and St. John's, which are located on the east side of the campus. The main residence complex is Peyton College, and over 800 men and women live there. For most of these students, it's their first experience living in residence, and perhaps their first time away from home. As the fall semester opens, students descend from all parts of the province upon the residences. These first days can be hectic and exciting for new students, as room assignments are made, belongings are sorted out, and roommates introduced. The house proctor and residence assistants are on hand to help students settle in. One of the major adjustments to be made in residence is simply living with a roommate. Gillian Rose of Burkhouse explains.
I think the biggest adjustment to a roommate is just the fact that there's someone else there all the time. Like, you just can't get up in the morning and do whatever you like because she's probably asleep. Or when you come in, you just can't come strolling in all the time because she's studying, in that sense. But then after you get to know her, we just sort of, we know each other's schedules better, and we know what'll annoy each other, so we just don't do it. But at the beginning, it's kind of just not hard, but a little uneasy at the beginning. But then within the first 2 weeks, I'd say everything's fine because you're just fooling around anyway, and it's just good after that.
Early in the fall semester, first-year students can look forward to their initiation period.
Froshing around campus, everybody you hear a lot of fear about it. People coming in first, oh my God, what are they going to do to me, right? The idea of froshing is to get to know people. Everybody, like, you get all your frosh in, and everybody says, okay, we're all together, right? And it knits you closer because, stress. There is stress in it, and it's not as gross as they say. Sometimes it gets pretty sad, but it's not that bad. We've seen some pretty wild things done. We have a really wonderful froshing. But the idea of it is, when it gets past what they do, you go through it as a group, and you learn to get along as a group, and you learn everybody else's name and what they're like, and you start to know people. That's where you start off in university. You get to know people in university from this, and then, well, after that, you'll do anything, right? You get to everybody, you're frosh, you're brought around to the other houses, and they parade you through, and everybody gets to know you, and same as with all the girls, everybody gets to know your name, because they got your name wrote over you with something or other, whether it's on a sign or a black shoe polish or whatever, right? But it's nothing to be afraid of. It's pretty nervous thought, because you don't know what to expect, but it's not that bad.
One of the best ways for students to get acquainted in residence is through intramural sports, open to everyone.
In a residence, we'll pick a team. They'll have posters up saying, come try out for the soccer team, softball team, whatever. And the guys will go down and practice as a group, and the team will be selected. And the esprit de corps that's developed among the teammates carries over into residence, because now they have someone that they can contact, especially in the first of the year. I found September, October, when we had softball and soccer, that guys would go over maybe 25, 30 guys, and you really didn't know everybody on the team. And you go over and maybe practicing in the rain or whatever, which seemed like what it was this year. And when the guys come back, they're, they start calling, "Hey, Joe, well, how you doing? Frank or whatever," and they can call them my name, and they meet someone in residence that, they go to someone else's room now, and they can talk to them. Especially for first-year students, I think it's very important. And this carries over, throughout the year.
In some sports, they have the A team, the B team, the C team, like basketball or something, where it's pretty bad if you have someone on the court who just doesn't know if they're coming or going. But usually, we all get out, and the way that the scoring system is that you get X number of points for winning, but you also get points for participation. Every girl gets 2 points. So it's worth our while to get every girl in the house out. And usually we just get out there and have fun, because even if you don't win, and you've got 90 of the girls out, you get most of the points anyway.
Students seeking help with personal problems can turn to their house proctor for advice.
The first of the year, I'll come in here and I'll try to get to know the students in the house, drop in a guy's room, first-year students especially, and see how they're doing, see if there's any problems, and have myself open to them for any problems. And students may come down to me for academic problems, social problems, or personal matters. I've been a proctor 1 year, and I've had all three at different times through the year. And I'll try to the best of my ability to help them or to refer them to someone that can help. Okay, within a residence, the quiet hours are laid down within the house. The house determines quiet hours, but they're basically the same in all houses. In our residence, the quiet hours start during the week. Quiet hours run from 6 o'clock until 11 at night. And then there's an hour break where the guys can turn up their stereos and just, stop studying for a while, go chat with their friends or whatever, go downstairs in the game room for a game of ping pong or pinball or pool, just relax for an hour, and then 12 o'clock the quiet hours are on again.
We have our quiet hours, which is good between 7 and 11, which are strictly enforced. I mean, we are threatened with fines and whatnot, like if we don't be quiet. And people are usually very respectable about that, because if someone knows you have an exam, well, you just be quiet. I find it's very easy to do written work here, or just reading, but for hardcore study, like has to get done, I don't stay here personally because I just tend to wander and get bored and turn on the radio and talk to Paul, my roommate. So for hard study, I just go to the library a lot.
No, I usually study right here in the room, but there is a study room downstairs, and you can go down there, and it's just the same room as this, except there's nothing in it. There's only the bare walls, 2 tables, and some chairs. You can go down there anytime, day or night. It's open 24 hours a day, and sit down and study. But I usually study in the room. It's not that noisy going on, especially during the weekdays.
When the studying ends, social activities take over. Winter Carnival is one of the highlights of the year, and students in residence are in on all the activities.
I think living in residence, you're on campus. I think if you're off residence, I think even the town kids miss an awful lot because we're here and we're here when it happens. And we're in it a lot more, I think. And they do a lot more for us. Like when Winter Carnival we had the big gala here. We had all the events and the fireworks, the torchlight parade. I guess not too many of their town kids got up, but we all got out, and it was all kinds of fun. They just do a lot for us here.
Social activities are organized by the House Committee, and they run from the first of the year till the end of the year with everything from lobby parties for the residents within the house, dances, Dianol dance, where they have the Dianol for a Friday night, and they charge admission to it from everyone in their Peyton College or whatever may go to that, a way of making money. They have a steak dinner, formal dances. They have pool tournaments with our house and, say, our sister house. As each house, the first of the year, students go from the male house go over and try to court a sister house. And what will happen there is they'll help each other out during the year. The girls will help us at our dances, and we'll help them at their dances. That's if we're lucky enough to get a sister house. Maybe they won't vote for us.
Convenience is a great feature of residence life. A laundry room is located in each house, and the machines are free for the residents' use. The dining halls are centrally located and are connected by a tunnel system to all the houses. Meal tickets are purchased for each semester.
The food here isn't that bad. I don't think it's as bad as what people say it is. But I think the problem is that after a while, you just get tired of the same things. I think it's as simple as that. Because I do think they try their best. I find the breakfasts, there's nothing wrong with the breakfasts. I mean, what can you do with a boiled egg, right? The quantity, there's as much there as you can eat if you want to eat it. I guess they have the problem with, well, everyone has their own individual taste. Like, I personally like everything well done, you know. But you go over there and things aren't done quite to your particular taste. But I think it's all good food in the sense that you can eat it. I mean, nothing's going to happen to you if you eat it. Some of it isn't. I guess when you're cooking for such a big quantity too, some of it doesn't look so hot. Like if you're just looking at it thinking that they're cooking for 600 kids, you know. But I think it's pretty good, and I like the idea of their salad bar, which is really good because I know I like salads and cold plates and things. And I know if we don't want the hot meal, we can ask for a cold plate. And we can get the cold plate and make salads or sandwiches or what, which I think is a really good idea. Well, the way I see it is that no matter how bad the food gets, I don't have to prepare it. Like, even if I went down to the pond, I can't imagine coming home from a 5 o'clock lab or something and having to sit down and make myself something I think I just wouldn't eat. I just think it's great. You come home, pick up your milk cart and run over, and you get something over there, and it's just a glass of milk. But it's there for you, you know.
Here around, in this house, in Brian's house, we go down, everybody usually gets together around 5 o'clock on this floor, everybody goes out and yells out, you gotta go, everybody going to supper. We go down, in the hatchery itself, we've got our own table, right, the whole length of the place. And everybody goes up and sits down at the table, and it's like one big family, right? Everybody sits down, kids around, throws things back and forth, and this and that, right?
Well, students that come to residence stay, the length of stay varies from student to student. We have some students come in for 1 year or 2 years, and then they may move on to down Burton's Pond apartment, or they may move out to an apartment somewhere else in town. Some students come in here and stay the entire time in residence. We have several fifth-year students in here, so that varies depending on the student what he wants. Some students really like residence life and don't want to leave. Some would rather a little more, where it's not so open, where it's not 100 guys sort of thing there all the time. They'd rather be off to an apartment.
How do students feel about living in residence?
With the residence life, you have the convenience, and and it's the fun. I can't imagine going to university and not ever living in residence. Like, I'm a third-year student, and this is my first year in residence. And we have some people coming in here in their first year. But I enjoyed my 2 years I stayed at home in Corner Brook and went to the college, but it's nothing compared to what it is here. It really isn't. One of the best things about living in residence is just simply the amount of people that are here. And if you're on a floor with, say, 17 or 25 girls, there's bound to be someone very compatible to you, you know. And hopefully it'll be your roommate, but it's not always. I know when I lived in the apartment for the first week I came in here, it wasn't so good. But here, on the floor, well, in the night times after studying, we have our tea parties in the lobby and stuff. And we have intramurals, so that gets all the girls together. And we have study groups and just to sit down and watch television. It's just the fact that there's always somebody around. I mean, there's a lot of things in the way someone can be lonely here. You can get homesick, but I can't say lonely.
As far as residence, there's not too much negative I can say about actually living here. The food sometimes has its big drawbacks, but the actual living here, I can't say too much about it. I mean, this is home to me now. I mean, I've only been here for 8 months. It's home.